Live, live, live. We're all alive.
Live.
To Tuesday Talk with Joe and James and Old Rhondy. I don't even know if there's anybody there yet or not.
It's okay. We're having fun.
Fine. There's nobody there yet. But it's
People
cool.
can rewatch. People can
Oh,
rewatch.
Brad's here. I love
All
you
right.
guys so much.
Bye, honey.
Bye
Hi,
bye.
Joe. My gosh, she only was up for 30 seconds. Bye.
Right. Well, I got to talk to her for a little bit before. So that's cool. That's super cool, man.
What have you been up to? How have you been?
Work. Just working. And this makeup I put on for work at about 6:30 this morning. And it's lasted, and here it is, 7 o'clock at night. It's lasted all day.
Beautiful. What did you put on?
I used Norvina's Volume 3
Nice.
for my eyes and some number 7 foundation that's super good and inexpensive. And it's my favorite right now. And some Pixie blush, Pixie by Petra. And some L'Oreal eyebrows.
The Laurel.
Oh, Samantha's here. Hey, Samantha.
Hi, Samantha.
Samantha, love of my life. You should have been a gentleman's wife. It's actually called Amanda, but I think
you can change the words all you want.
I can, because I have all the power.
You have the lyricism on your side.
Hey, Tish is here. Hey, sweet Tish.
Hi, Tish.
Tish is great. She's better than chocolate cake. Oh, yay. They're saying hello.
Now, when you said Pixie by Petra, remind me, Pixie came out with this weird cream blush and lipstick palette earlier in the year. And the photo that they posted for it online, it's like 25 pans of different colours. But the editing on it was so horribly done, they literally all looked the same colour. Like, not like as in just metaphorical, like quite literally, it looks like it was 25 pans of one or two shades. I'll try and get it up.
Terrible. Hey, Rogue.
Because it was on Twitter. I remember it happened on Twitter.
Got a big bunch of cool chickens here. We love the cool chickens. How are you doing? How's the audience today? How's the friends today? I hope you're all having a fantastic day.
Ask the audience how they are.
That's written down in my notes. It's more friends. I don't really think of it as an audience. I think of it as like, my friends. But, I've been talking all day at work and I'm ready to talk about not testing right now. Everybody saying hello to everybody. It's very lovely. Yay.
So,
I can't wait for Stash or Pass. Hey, Clarissa.
I know I got some really fun things put aside for that one, so it's going to be a great time.
I'm desperate to find a new palette that I like to buy.
Well, I've got some really fun ones put aside in the Stash or Pass mentions from some indie brands, and there have been some fun ones. I still think if people wanted something like from the Urban Decay Prince collab, but
I ordered one of those Prince palettes because it was half price.
Yeah, there's this brand that does like musical instruments and palettes, and one is a Kadar, and it's all Prince themed, and it's filled with purples.
That's cool. Ooh, Rogue got her Vegemite, so she must have got her sister's package.
Love the Vegemite.
They sell Vegemite, I think, at Kroger. My Kroger, I've seen it there before.
Vegemite or Marmite?
I don't know. It might be Marmite.
Because they're very
different.
They are very different.
Oh, I don't know.
You can You could start a war between Australians and British people with Marmite and Vegemite.
I think it's Vegemite, though. I do. But it's still not, not probably the brand that Rogue likes, Oh, Pamela wants a Pat McGrath palette. I kind of do, too. I kind of want the Pat
Oh, you're
McGrath.
talking about the new Utopia one?
Yeah.
It is beautiful. I got more other things that I want at the moment, though.
Right.
And not enough money for it.
And Rogue also got Tim Tams. I've had Tim Tams before. I think because there's British Tim Tams, right?
I know British Tim Tams and Australian Tim Tams taste different, and I'm pretty sure the general consensus is Australia's ones are better.
Okay. I've had
are better. Like even British people say it. So.
Well, that's fine. I believe you.
They are just phenomenal. I can't eat them though.
Because they're chocolate.
Yeah. They kill me.
Chocolate.
They say not today.
Not today, Satan.
Yeah.
Not today.
Bring it back full circle to when you first brought me up on panel before you go live.
I know. I'm full of vim and vigor today. It's probably the Must Relaxers.
This is the exact photo that they posted, but this is the palette overall.
Look at it wow.
All. It's like almost the same color every row.
It does look about like the same color, and so does that blush palette.
And there was a certain photo they posted where it was so badly edited, where it quite literally looked the same color, no matter like all of them were the same color. It was very bad, and people read them to filth for it online.
Oh, I bet. I'm sure they did.
I participated in it, so I know for sure.
Well,
here we go. Like, fuck off. Like, what?
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Like,
that's a waste of pink. Just the same pinks all over.
Like, literally, it was just the same thing over and over and over. We're like, what?
Yeah, like the Pink Religion palette, I was watching it. It's like, well, there's a lot of pinks that are similar. Well, it's because it's all pink, Rhonda. They're going to be similar because they're all pink.
I mean, yeah, there's only so much you can do with pink, especially if you're going to only have, like, just straight up pink.
Right.
Even though people complained about it in the Bloodlust palette, the purple one, it's like, well, if you just have straight up only purples or only one color, that's it. There's only so much you can really do, because if you're trying to give uniqueness, you start bordering in tones that don't make it pink or purple.
Right.
Or blue. So,
ooh, Tish is going to do the Chubby Unicorn 5K tomorrow. That's fantastic.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
I think that's awesome. I walked 6 miles at work last week. That's a lot.
And I will walk 500.
I'm used to being sedentary and laying on my couch and not walking around a bunch.
I used to be potato.
I am potato. I am a delicious potato. But it's good. I mean, that's one of the things about work is like I'm always moving around. I'm always doing something, which is cool. And even though I hurt and I'm sore after work, I just take a nap, take a couple of muscle relaxers, take a nap, and just rest up for the next day.
Molly Percocets.
And the hair on. Just kidding.
A little bit of coke as well,
I wouldn't care about walking 6 miles if I was on hard drugs.
Fuck yeah. I will walk 500 miles.
No kidding. I think that song's about a drug addict.
And I will walk 500 more.
That's right. Just to be the man who drops down at your door. Yeah, we know what he's going for. It's not love.
And shoot up heroin galore. Hell yeah.
What do we talk about? Oh my God. Where have I taken us? Oh, I got a text from the husband.
It's okay. We're both deviants.
We are. But I'm reformed.
I'm not there yet.
Oh, hey, Ashley. Oh, he was saying Miley, not Molly. Well, he doesn't. Oh, I see. Because Molly, right, it's in the song. I don't remember all the lyrics. I just remember the chorus a lot.
Oh, Miley, yeah. Well, I mean, Miley Cyrus's song isn't there a line where she says Molly and people thought she was saying Miley? It's like, no, she's saying Molly, clearly.
Yep. And Samantha, you want to hear something funny? I'll tell you all something funny. I had a package for Samantha. She won a prize. Like, this is a long time ago. And I put it on the bench for Rome to go take it to the post office to put postage on it. Well, he thought there was already postage on it, so he mailed it with no postage. And so it disappeared for like months and months and months. And it just showed up on my door today saying it needed $5.50 in postage. But I already replaced the prize that she won. But it's just funny that it finally showed back up months later.
That's so strange. Like, why did it take that long to just come back to you?
Because this postal system is freaky weird. Freaky weird.
Freaky deaky.
Freaky deaky. That's right. I know, it's so funny.
Useless.
So funny.
Useless.
It's funny, peculiar, and funny, haha. Lorna! What's up, Lorna? Lorna with the looks. We need to call Lorna Looks.
I know, she's been posting all the gorgeousness.
I know, she's really getting good at that.
I love to see it. No.
So anyway, and there's the other Ashley. We got two Ashleys, no waiting.
Uh-oh.
I'm having two Ashleys. So what's been going on with you guys, my friends?
Give us the goss. Give us the date.
I know. I need some entertaining news from the other world. Gerald! Shut up, Gerald. I only say that with love because that's what you say, Gerald.
Only with love.
That's right. Well, I guess the post office didn't really care about the package and there wasn't any postage on it. So they just kind of were lazy about it. They weren't, it wasn't priority mail.
Clearly.
They were working for free.
Busy work.
Oh, you did, Ashley. But other people might have news too.
All the news.
Because we have a lot of people here and it's wonderful. And hello, everybody. And we are having a fantastic Tuesday. I'm so glad to be interacting with you guys because it stops me from watching Dexter. I've been rewatching the TV show Dexter.
Isn't that supposed to be getting a new season?
Yeah, it's got a new season coming this year. So I was like, I'm going to watch Dexter again because I hadn't seen it in so long. I hadn't seen it so long that some of it looks brand new to me because my memory sucks.
Hey, I think you can just rewatch it time and time again and know you enjoy it every time.
Oh, I've got that goldfish memory. Wow, this is brand new. Whoa, wow, this is brand new.
At least you'd be cheap to entertain in that capacity.
Right. Dang Rogue didn't even try to deliver her sister's package till she called and complained. Oh, Wentworth. Yeah, the last season of Wentworth is coming. The last couple seasons of Wentworth, I haven't been like crazy about it because it's gotten a little cuckoo. Wentworth, they are extra. They are definitely extra, but I like Wentworth. I was really into it the first 3 or 4 seasons. But I look forward to seeing the end of it, though.
The end.
Oh, Tish read the books, too. Yeah. Well, it's not Orange is the New Black, that's for sure. It's a whole different vibe. And it's a lot more rough and tumble than Orange is the New Black.
Like it rough.
We like it rough, we do.
We like it rough.
I like it rough. Oh, I'm sure it is going to be ruthless. But there's something special about lady jail shows. There's just something special about them.
Something so special.
I know.
Tickle.
The caged lady is always a hot topic.
Pulls the heartstrings.
Oh, yeah. It does. Because, with any kind of series like that, you get involved with the characters and the plot and all that good stuff. But what else are you guys watching? We're also watching season 4 of Yellowstone. We haven't watched any of Yellowstone. And doesn't that have what's his name? Waterworld Kevin Costner.
Names, who needs them?
Well, I figured it out. Like I said, okay, Waterworld Kevin Costner. Oh, it's good. I like good. I like some. Rewatching all of American Horror Story. That'll keep you busy. I've been watching the new anthology series of American Horror Stories, and it's been okay. It's been kind of hit and miss. I missed the one. I haven't seen the one from last week yet. I may just watch both of them this week.
Zach and I are watching animes on the Xbox. You can. One of the main people or companies that would distribute anime out of Japan to like America and the rest of the world, they've created their own streaming app like Netflix.
Right.
We're watching stuff on that, and we're currently watching an anime called Assassination Classroom, which is it sounds weird. It's just a weird fucking show. And it pretty much his literal name. This weird alien-like being destroys 70% of the moon and then is threatening to destroy the rest of the Earth. And they have a year to try and kill him. His only stipulation is he gets to teach a class to become assassins. And it's just following them.
All right. That sounds interesting.
It's very weird, and it has a lot of like feel-good character growth moments where he's essentially getting them all to like develop as better beings as humans, and then it's also like, why are you doing this while you're also ready to kill everyone?
Right. Well, I think killing people is a normal urge. Ooh,
well, I've already watched the whole series. I know the full story. Zach hasn't,
right.
So I'm rewatching it with him. And then there's a few other animes that I want to watch as well. There's one that is so over the top. It's called Food Wars, and it's a whole anime based on like a culinary school, but each episode is like food porn but animated. So they spend minutes just going over like the flavor profile of the beef and how they spent hours like, and it's all animated. Like it looks like it's almost HD TV food shows, but it's all anime. It's so stupid. But I love it. That
sounds really weird.
Anime is weird. It's great though.
Anime is weird.
It's obnoxious. I love it all.
Oh, Cole Hauser. Okay. And then Stranger Things does have a new season coming. I can't wait to see that. Did I show you all my tentacles that I got for my car?
Yeah, you showed them to me at least at one point. But no, good old anime. We love the animes in this household.
They're so pretty. The tentacles. I love them. I love them so much. There's something to be said for weird shows. My little sexy shoulder shirt, I have to make sure I have it correctly so I don't show a bunch of boobage. I mean, you guys like me, but I don't know if you like me.
I like you.
Well, that's because you're a good husband.
No, one of my favorite weirdest animes is called A Dragon Goes House Hunting, and the whole anime is supposed to be like, imagine an old medieval game, like an RPG role-playing game, but instead of it just being a game, it's like it's from the characters in that world, but they're just trying to live their life, and it follows a dragon who gets kicked out of home because he's a pathetic, useless dragon who's like weak. He's like a scaredy cat, can't fly, can't breathe fire, and it's just following him while he's going house hunting while being hunted because he's a dragon. It's so stupid, but it's so funny at the same time.
Well, that's half of funny is stupid.
Not
it's
just
so good to see you.
Not funny stupid, but straight up just like, what?
Like ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's a show on Apple called Schmigadoon, and it's fantastic. It's where this couple goes out for a couples weekend, and somehow they stumble into this town that they get stuck in this town it's all a musical, and they can't leave until they find true love, because they find out that they're not each other's true love. So now they're in this town that's set in the turn of the century, with those kind of morals and stuff, and we've got modern people, in this retro town, and it's really good. Even if you don't like musicals, it's like Rome loves it because he doesn't like musicals at all, but he likes it because it's kind of taking the piss at musicals and how ridiculous they are and awesome.
Do you watch Apple TV Plus at all, or have it?
Yeah, that's on Apple.
One of my favorite, there's two shows I really like on that. One is called Calls, like CALLS, like phone calls.
Yeah.
There's no visuals at all. It's literally just, in terms of like, there's no cinematography where you see people. It's all like visuals of like different sound waves, but it's telling this horror story through all of the different things, and it's surprisingly captivating. Even though there's no visuals, you get such a like mental image at playing, and the storyline is so wild. I'd recommend that one, checking that one out, because there's no visual gore, no visual horror, but it's a horror storyline. If that makes sense. Yeah, it's called Calls. It looks like Calls. And then another one that I really enjoyed, this one was a bit more like fucky with the visuals and it's horror. It's by M. Night Shyamalan. Good Old Servant.
We watched it. It was weird. It was super weird.
You have to, season 1, you have to work a couple of episodes through to really get into the story. I'm still working my way through season 2.
Oh, well, Candy is doing pretty good. She moved to Wisconsin from Illinois, and she's just kind of starting things over there, and she's working a lot. And she's thinking maybe about doing a little bit more YouTube, but, she's just real busy working, and she's, doing a lot of stuff with her family because her family lives in Wisconsin. So she's been a lot more active in her real life, outside of her, YouTube internet life.
I'm glad that gives her time to give her some more time with family in real life as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. That is fucking awesome.
Fingy crossed you come back to YouTube and do some more stuff. It was fun watching her content.
Yeah, she is thinking about it, She misses doing it sometimes. I'm like, well, there's no rule that says you can't just do it every now and then. So I will, Chris. I'll tell her. I'll tell my sweet girl. Yeah. Candy is a special lady.
She sure is. She's so beautiful.
And we've been watching Ted Lasso, which is really much better than I expected it to be. Like, we watched the first 10 or so minutes of it. We were just like, what is this? And then we didn't watch it. And then all our friends were like, this is amazing. You must see this. And so it got 20 Emmy nominations. And we're like, okay, we got to give it another chance. And it's fantastic and heartwarming.
I liked Truth Be Told as well on Apple TV Plus.
Yeah.
Have you watched that one?
No, but we've been watching Home by Dark, which is pretty good.
No, this one, Truth Be Told, it's following from, there was like this old story that happened of like someone got killed in the 1999, and it's following the family that was involved, as well as this prolific like podcaster who discusses like true crime stuff. And it's like they are figuring out stuff about the case in like real time, in the future, and it's an interesting show as well. It's another like drama
Oh,
thriller
that's
type thing.
good.
And
Oh,
it's got what's his face. He was in Breaking Bad. Not the actual teacher, but the other guy that worked with him.
oh, I know who you're talking about. I cannot think of his name, but he's really good. Jesse. No, who's Jesse on the show?
Yes, that's him. That one.
Jesse. Yeah.
Jesse. He's in it. He's a really good actor. I love him as an actor, and he's in this show as well that I'm talking about. Truth be told,
Awesome.
Aaron Paul.
That's it. You're right. Good job. And Chris wanted to know if I watched Loki, and Loki is fantastic. It is truly a great, fun show, and it was surprising and had great twists and turns.
Oh, Tiny World's finally available. Oh, I need to watch that later.
And we've been watching Evil, which is really good.
I watch all the nature things because nature is fun. Like, right. I love watching on Apple TV Plus Earth at Night in color, where they use the crazy new camera technology where they're able to actually film things in the dark, but because of the new tech of cameras, they can make it look like it's daytime.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Yeah, and they've been able to capture footage of animal interactions that we've never seen before, just because we've never been able to get cameras that can see in that little light, and then also not have them be disturbed by humans with operating. Right. Because now new tech, the cameras can just be left alone. They can film in literally pure darkness, and they can still make it look like it is lit up like it is right now for us. It's crazy what new tech can do. And it's a whole series where they just go look at little animals and stuff at nighttime, and it looks like daytime footage. It's crazy.
That's cool. Well, Rogue, I watch a lot of stuff on my computer as well as the TV. Bye, Ashley. Have a good night at work, sweetheart. So there's I watch some WoW Presents, drag race in different countries on my computer. And, I can stream anything on my computer, which is cool.
Apps. The only one I really pay for is Apple TV Plus, just because of there's a few shows that I really do like the storyline and I enjoy watching that are on that, and it's relatively inexpensive for me compared to the other streaming services.
Right.
So
that's cool.
I don't really care for Netflix at the moment. The only one I am considering purchasing is that anime one, because they have certain shows that I'd like to watch that are behind a paywall, and then you also get access to it without ads, because the way they make it, you can watch for free, because we can currently watch for free without paying anything. You just watch some ads during half the actual shows, which we don't mind, because usually they show 2 ads at the beginning of the episode, and then you watch the whole episode without ads at all, and then you get It's one of the best setups. I like it.
Right. Well, Rogue, I've also watched TV on my phone. So
that's what I do oftentimes as well. It's surprising what apps you can get on the phone, as long as you have all of the data available. And I mean, if you can watch YouTube and shit on your phone without it being an issue for data, you should be able to get.
And there's free movies on YouTube all the time. There's some pretty good free movies on YouTube.
It's lots of good short movies.
Right. Absolutely.
I saw one actually like a month or so ago. It was about 20 minutes long. It was kind of showing this beautiful duality of how we usually will perceive other people's lives. And it was showing how there was one couple that lived in one apartment that faced another apartment. And it was this newlywed type couple that had only had a couple of kids recently and a few older ones. And they had a couple across the road move in who were partying, having sex all the time, and they're watching it. And then within a couple of months, the partner of the couple on the other side has, I guess, cancer and dies. And at first they're jealous of the lifestyle they're having, and then after a while they kind of realize that no, there's something going on. And then at the right end, it's this kind of beautiful moment where you you see the characters kind of get a bit more of an appreciation of what they do have instead of wanting and lusting for what they don't.
Right. I just had this feeling that I forgot to do something at work and my stomach just sank.
Uh-oh.
And I can't remember if I did it or not because we were so busy this morning. Oh, what a horrible feeling. Now I'm going to be anxious. It's going to be hard for me to let that go.
Oh, I get that. I understand what you mean. Hopefully it's not too bad, or you didn't forget and you just feel like you did.
No, I think I pretty much forgot.
Uh-oh.
Well, Gerald doesn't have a computer. It's not his issue. It's his face. Oh, my God, Gerald. What the hell does that mean? I don't even understand. Don't even understand.
I just don't. I don't even.
I don't even understand what that means.
Don't even brain.
I don't understand anything. But that's the thing about being new. You make mistakes and you learn from them. And, I don't think I'm going to, I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble or not.
We'll find out. And I hope at the very least it's something that can be just a learning lesson. And like you were saying, it's a thing of you're new and you'll get time.
I think I might have done it. But I think I did it, but I may not have done it correctly.
Put out the good juju that you did it and it was correctly done.
Right. Well, I can always check with my coworker today and tomorrow, for the most part, is one of my best friends. And that's pretty weird working with one of your best friends because, I tend to be kind of bossy. And she knows that I'm bossy. So she's like, I'm sorry if I was short. She's like, girl, I know who you are.
Yeah, and I mean, it's hard as well when you've got that already built-in relationship and then going into a professional atmosphere.
Yeah, it is different. And it's just exciting.
That doesn't make much sense either. I understand where you're coming from. Joe was like, I need to get better on camera so I can just replace my face with an animated frog or a rabbit. But, like, you can... More so, you'd be better off if you were wanting to get better on camera. You just replace yourself with the animated frog or rabbit first, because there's plenty of YouTubers and streamers that actually do that currently. There's software you can get where it will just face track. It's actually, I think the app is just called Face Rig, like literally just two words, one together, Face Rig. And you can get custom models. It's been around for over a decade. I remember playing with it when I was in high school. It's an interesting one. I've seen a lot of people use it. It looks quite cool in real time. I'll get up a picture of what it looks like on my iPad. Face Rig.
You are so resourceful, James.
See, like, look, it looks crazy. This one's the most popular one. It looks like a little raccoon.
Aw, Face Rig. You could be a raccoon.
And it legit tracks your brows, your nose, your mouth. So when you're like doing different face or different faces, it will track it in real time. You can get different models. Some people have paid to actually get their own custom models made for the face thing. And I mean, if you wanted to, you could easily just use that for streaming, Gerald, instead of doing YouTube videos that are shorter content. YouTube at the moment tends to actually prefer long format content. So you could easily do like streaming using one of those Face Rig type programs at the same time. Just the issue is you need a computer that's powerful to do that with.
Oh, Gerald, you might, I don't know if you need a professional editor. With gaming and streaming, that's a whole different ball of wax that I know about. I know just the most basic things for editing, and I'm able to get away with it, and I do pretty good.
Yeah, you do. You do a good job with the editing.
Thank you. Right. With like magic swatches.
Mm-hmm. Always the magic swatches.
The magic swatches are the best.
There is, if you had a computer, Gerald, there is a program called Streamlabs. Or OBS, Streamlabs. It's an actual software that you can put on your computer where it's kind of like, imagine StreamYard, what we're doing, but on extreme steroids, where you can do crazy things. You can input different like overlays with real-time animations. You can do videos that pop over videos. You can do all sorts of crazy shit with the Streamlab stuff. That also includes with the face rigging. You can in real time auto tune your voice. You can do voice modulation. You can do crazy shit with Streamlabs. And again, that's also a free piece of software as well. You just need a powerful computer to be able to handle all of the actual information all at once, because it can be quite taxing on a computer.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm just down to my MacBook Air, my little MacBook.
The newer Macs, even the new one that you've got with the M1 chip in it, that would still be able to do some basic streaming, because you'd be surprised at how powerful that thing is.
Right. Oh, I'm sure. And I barely use this for anything except for watching videos and Facebook and editing my stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say editing on it would be good.
That's good, Gerald. That sounds really good. And Samantha loves magic swatches. I love doing magic swatches. I think it's just so much fun. And it's just the most simple thing, but I think it's charming. I'm charmed by it.
So you could get super fancy with the transitions if you wanted with the magic swatches, because most of the time if you want to get transitions with you not popping off screen, it's just fast movement. So you could quite literally just sit still, just wiggle your arm in the air, and then have the swatches and try and be in the same position as much as possible and wiggle your arm in the same way. It sounds silly, but you can, if you do it with the editing on the MacBook, you can get it so seamless that you can't even tell. I've done it in my own videos where it looks like I've just been talking and I'll move something in front of my eye and then I've suddenly got like concealer on my eyeball, and it's just seamless.
Fun.
Yeah, like you can do it. It's just, just try it. Who gives a fuck? Like, barely anyone notices it because you don't make much like of a point about it. But that's the point. You want it to try and be like a flow of, but you could do something like magic swatches, and then it just suddenly appears.
Right, that's wild. Gerald does everything from his phone in Prism Live Studio.
Prism Live Studio is like StreamYard, but I don't think Prism. Cool. I don't think Prism you can have multiple people up like we do.
Yeah, I like the multiple people. I love the fun.
I know, especially for the Stash of Passes.
Yes, and just for everybody, we are for sure having Stasher Pass this Saturday on James's channel at 7 p.m. Eastern Time in the U.S.
Yeah, I just wanted to try and get Jo to come along as well, because I know she's been saving things aside for Stasher Pass as well, specifically. So, and she wasn't able to come along, and I said sorry to wifey behind the scenes, and I was saying sorry to wifey here as well. I'm sorry, wifey. So last minute.
It's fine, my love.
But yes, it will be next Sunday for me. Next Saturday for you guys on my channel. I've got quite a few fun goodies that I've put aside in the Stasher Pass.
I can't wait, because you do a lot of indie stuff, and I don't have a lot of the indie stuff.
I go ham. I've got a couple of weeks. I've not just got 2 weeks. I've got like 3 or 4 now.
It's like 3 weeks. What made me decide to do my channel, Gerald? Well, I'll tell you what made me start. I saw people, and they looked like they were, like, I was buying subscription boxes all the time anyway. I was already into subscription boxes for several years before I even started watching them on YouTube. And then I started watching them on YouTube and watching people do makeup videos and stuff. And I just thought, if these people can do it, I can do it. And so I was like, I'm just going to do it. So I just got my phone out. I got a little tripod ring light with a phone holder, and I'm made a little background area in my dining room, and I was just like, let me see how I feel about myself on camera, and then if I can deal with that, then I'll do it. And so I did a little video. I'm like, I look like myself on camera. I don't look distorted or weird. So, sometimes we don't know what we look like in real life. but I knew what I looked like and I knew what I sound like because I used to be a DJ online on the internet for a couple years. And I didn't know how to do editing. And I used to watch Just Ann, and she never edited her videos. So I was like, if Just Ann can do it, I can do it. And then sweet old Jeannie, Unfiltered 50s, she taught me how to edit, and she taught me how to do thumbnails. And so I've been able to, grow over time, but it was over a year of having a YouTube channel before I even started editing. And it's turned out fine. Here I am over 2 years later, and I've got like all these great friends that I get to meet with on Tuesday nights. And, I just have kept doing it.
And it's a fun time.
And it's a fun time. It is so much fun.
Mm-hmm. Every so often, I remember you've called me and asked about like weird little things with iMovie, because iMovie is so painful to use sometimes.
Right. But now that I've learned quite a bit about it, I know, Rogue. It was a whole different world. My videos were a whole lot longer, that's for sure.
Yeah. I still get frustrated that like I have an iPad that is more powerful in terms of its processing power than my MacBook, but my MacBook has better capabilities with the like iMovie, and it's just so much slower doing anything on the MacBook.
Oh,
but it's such a first world problem, but it would be nice if Apple made it so because there's things like you can't do proper color correction, you can't do smoothing of like digital smoothing or post-production smoothing if there's any wobbliness. There's a lot of editing that you can do on the Mac compared to like iPad or iPhone. It is just so much better of an experience, but it's obviously a lot more user friendly to move around an iPad or a phone compared to a laptop or a desktop if you're editing.
Well, and if there's anything you guys want me to start doing or ideas that you have of something you'd like to see, please in the comments just let me know, because I'm open for ideas, Yeah,
I understand that, Gerald. It's one thing I think that people don't really fully understand until they get into it. YouTube can just be another type of creative outlet. I don't see it any different to having like a journal or scrapbooking or making anything in terms of creativity. It just happens to be a public platform that everyone can see it.
I know, Rogue, you've been around since like practically the very beginning.
I think I met you just before you started learning to do the editing stuffs from Jeannie. Right. So we've also been able to see the little bit of growth, and it's fabulous. I love seeing
the like growth. I never had trouble talking on camera or just talking, because
it's just hard. It's just difficult.
Well, I mean, it is for some people, but I used to DJ and talk to my in essence to myself and the people who are listening, and I would just crack myself up and laugh. I wonder, I've got some of those shows around somewhere. I should hook you up with some of those shows.
Should react to them. Do like a series of videos where you're reacting to your old type stuff that you used to do.
Oh my God. I don't know about that.
No, I used to perform a lot on stage and did a lot musically as a child, so I'm used to kind of being like on camera, because I've had a few things that I've done like musicals that have been recorded visually as well as like audio. I actually somewhere have a full CD album that includes my vocals, where the whole cast that I was in actually did our own cover of the whole Grease soundtrack. We actually have our own vocals. The song where it's singing from Rizzo's perspective, kind of making fun of Sandra.
Right. Look at me.
I sang in that because I actually could get higher pitch than the girls. So like the right end where it's supposed to be like the high pitch ending, I was in that just belting out. I would love it. Right.
Yeah, and Chris has been around a long time, but Stash, that was like a really long time ago. I miss Stash. It used to be so much fun with that whole group. But I mean, I've had so many groups of people that I've evolved through on YouTube that it's just really amazing how my connections mutate and grow, and
Yeah.
it's really cool.
I think as well, at least for me personally, there's a few people that I not only when it comes to just in content, I think that we get along well in, and it's like entertaining to watch, but we actually also get along outside of YouTube, and we actually like talk in our own time, or we're actually friends outside of just making content. We actually like know each other's lives and stuff.
Right.
So I think that also helps as well, and it makes it a bit more interesting to watch when you have these bits of content in these groups, especially now. For at least for me, I don't know fully about you. I know we talk personally outside of this, and you talk to other people as well. But I definitely feel like when we do make the content together, it works well because we actually have that built-in rapport from being friends outside of YouTube. Because you know how sometimes YouTubers will collab and it just feels odd and it doesn't mesh because they just don't have that built-in friendship outside of it.
Absolutely. I totally get that, because when you have a real connection with people, it shows, and you get that vibe from it.
Mm-hmm.
You get that vibe, baby. You've been vibing, honey.
Give you all the good vibes.
Well, I've had a really good time tonight. I'm going to call it quits a little early just because I've got a real early day tomorrow. But thank you guys for being here tonight. I love you all so much. And I love you, James. And I love
you,
all you guys. And I will be back Saturday on James's channel for Stash and Pass. And then we'll be back here Tuesday. I've made sure that my work schedule allows me to be here on Tuesdays at 7. And we'll see how my requests go, see if they fall on deaf ears or not. But have a wonderful evening, everybody. I love you guys so much.
Love you all. Bye-bye.